Happening right now, jurors continue deliberating the fate of a murder suspect, Kaylon Bailey. Good evening. Thanks for watching News Channel 9 at 5. I'm Calvin Sneed.
And I'm Latricia Thomas. Our cameras were in the courtroom this morning as attorneys presented their closing arguments. Kaylon Bailey is charged in the January 2012 shooting death of his childhood friend, Kima Evans. Police say Evans was shot several times outside of his mother's home on Cambridge Drive. He died in the hospital 16 days later.
Now, Judge Rebecca Stern declared a mistrial back in June after one juror apparently looked up information online when told not to do so.
So today we wondered, how much is it costing taxpayers to fit the bill of both of these trials? News Channel 9's Jerry Askin has been crunching those numbers. He's here now with what he's learned. Jerry.
Hey, Calvin, Latricia. Until jurors reach a verdict, they've been told not to use items like this or this. And by doing so, it's costing taxpayers a lot of money. For the second time, a jury of 13 people patiently listened to attorneys today during closing arguments. Throughout the case, Judge Rebecca Stern is making sure jurors are staying away from accessing information about the case online at extra cost.
A trial costs the county lots of money to start with. Any jury trial does. But this, of course, is costing more.
And here's why. The jurors in the last trial were not sequestered. That trial cost taxpayers $2,000. But thanks to one juror in the last trial who did not follow instructions, this trial's price tag is somewhere around $5,000.
We're shuttling them around in a van, so we're using a van and gas for the van. All the things that wouldn't have to do if they weren't sequestered.
Taxpayers are also having to pay court costs and expert witnesses who testified in the case again. And they're paying to make sure these sequestered jurors are following the rules.
The hotel turns off any access to phones, internet. Their phones are taken away from them. They don't have any access to it. At night, they get to call their family, but they do it in front of the court officers.
Taxpayers we found today have mixed reactions about the money used to sequester a jury for a second trial in this case.
It seems to me that on the front end, when the case was first tried, steps should have been taken to be sure that the jurors were not able to make those type of mistakes where the retrial had to take place.
Jurors have to be secure, and it is wise not to have them exposed to all of the media attention.
So bottom line here, because a juror went online during the trial, taxpayers had to pony up $5,000 for this retrial. But Judge Stern told me she has no plans to sequester jurors in every high-profile case. She says she's going to make sure the rules are perfectly clear for all jurors from now on. Calvin.
Thanks, Jerry.